One Husband, Season 1, Episode 3, Two More Wives? Question mark?
That's pretty awful.
I gotta tell you though, John was like, hey, don't we have one of those polygamous shows to watch? And then when the polygamous show was done, Cake Boss came on, and he goes, man, if there's ever a show I didn't want to watch.
I said of all the shows I don't want to watch, that's up there at the top of the list.
Anyway, that was kind of funny. So apparently we now know that Cake Boss is even worse to him than polygamous shows.
It's on the same level.
So, like, I had a couple questions, which was like, what does this mean? Like, he wants to marry him, so he's like sleeping with them? Because that's like a huge burden. Like this is crazy. So anyway, the whole episode focused on Abel Morris.
Wait. What part's the huge burden?
The sleeping with him part.
Is that how you look at it?
I think I might just overshare a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't find him attractive.
Well, I thought you want to sleep with him. What does that say about me?
Well, I married you. I don't remember saying I'll take you as citizen in health and a huge burden.
That would be a huge...
Anyway, you thought at the very beginning, you said, I think they're going to say no.
Okay.
So anyway, so they're doing some headstone shopping, and they go way overboard. We're his wives. Oh, like, you're divorced? And John's like, they're in Utah. That lady knows exactly what they mean.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, camera time.
Yeah.
What's the name of my whatever?
Two women come in with a huge camera crew.
What could it be?
What could it possibly be? Oh, and it's a TLC camera crew, which means they're not little people. They're not. They're polygamous.
Pretty much narrows it down.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options. Okay, so here's the deal. I have a whole bunch of questions about polygamy, which I should know already. But okay, first of all, I have a theory that there's some in the polygamy community. There's some special honor to being the first wife of a number of wives, because it always seems that the first wife is the one that's like pushing for more wives. It doesn't seem to have any issues until like Mary was. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Mary was like totally all about getting Robin and was totally fine, and I think it really came off when she was no longer technically the first wife and he was married to Robin, and everything kind of went sideways. I feel like all the families we've seen,
that's exactly what
the
Cody
first
wanted.
wife is always like head honcho. Okay, so there's a couple questions I have. Are there like a ton of single polygamous men, like, and obviously they're not polygamous, but who would like to be polygamous, who just like can't get the ball rolling? Like, is it the hardest to get the first
Pretty sure
wife?
that's a lot of men.
Who can't get married?
Just want a lot of women.
Well, no, but I mean, the idea is like, it seems like every guy we meet is getting all these women, and you know, there's like 52% of all humans are female, so that would mean that Abel is stealing his share of polygamous women.
They're not humans, they're Mormon.
Okay. They're not Mormon, they're fundamentalist Mormon. I don't want the Mormons to get all huffy because we're mischaracterizing. Anyway,
and
so...
I don't care.
Are there a bunch of single men with the role of the first wife, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, there's the two wives that are... Basically, the whole episode are these two wives, or Jim, Abel's, which I'm like, Abel got like the most biblical name, and then his brother was Jim. Okay. Anyway, so Jim's two wives are debating about whether or not they're going to join Abel's family.
Are you saying they should have named him Cain?
Ah, that's a better choice. 4 and 5. Anyway, anyway, the one wife, Melinda, is considering marrying him. It goes to her kids, and she's like, so, if mommy remarried hypothetically one of Daddy's brothers. And
that'd be weird.
That'd be weird. Uncle Dad. And it was like, and it's like you see their faces and they are so not
so against it.
And then she's like, well, hypothetically, I'm thinking of Abel. And he's like, he's already got 3 wives.
Yeah,
and it's like, bingo, kiddaroo. Anyway, Anna Zella's already got a boyfriend that she's absolutely crazy about. I actually felt really bad for her because we've all probably, at least I know I have, had relationships go south, and it's very clear that he was crazy about her, but he was unwilling to kind of join this polygamous rock dwelling.
He's like, I already got 2 dependents. I'm still taking care of for my first marriage or whatever.
Well, he just didn't. I mean, I think the idea was he didn't. The idea of his daughter coming and being raised in this, and then potentially them doing it.
Yeah, I can see a judge in Alaska going, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so and apparently she's not going to move away. So anyway, then it really looked like Melinda was going to marry Abel, and she went over there to have a talk. And I don't know whether she changed her mind between the interview and the talk, or whether she was just saying it in the interview to make it sound good or what. But the point is, she decided that as of now, they're not going to marry Abel. There we go. Enthralling. So that's the episode. I think we're all cut up.
I wouldn't say that.